Hey friends, so it's been a minute since I have recorded a video of any kind. And I really just wanted to pop on and record a quick video to talk a little bit about child's pose. Child's pose is one of the only yoga poses that I have been doing regularly over the last several weeks. So specifically, I'm going to show you a restorative version of child's pose today. This is a pose that most people, if you can get on the floor, or if you can get on some extremely firm surface, even if you're not on the floor, if you can get on a very firm surface, then this pose is for you. What I love about it is that this pose is not about stretching. It's a restorative version. So it's really just about resting. And child's pose is a profound pose as it is, but depending on your joints and different body parts, it can be a challenge to stay in child's pose for any length of time. I view child's pose as a very meditative pose. So this restorative version allows me to stay in child's pose for much longer than I normally would be able to. So I just want to share this with you and hope that you get some benefit from it and hope that you can enjoy it. So I want to start by saying that you don't need a yoga mat for this version, but you will need something to go under your knees. So some kind of a thin or thick, whatever, blanket, but you want the underlying surface that you're on to be like a hard floor, okay? You can, if you have carpet and you're just gonna be on the carpet, then you should be fine. So you don't need a mat, but what you do need is a bolster. So if you have a proper yoga bolster, awesome. If you don't, then one thing I've done is I have actually taken really dense blankets and rolled them up very tightly to resemble a bolster. So I've done that. If you have like couch cushions tend to be the degree of firmness that you need that it more closely resembles a bolster. It's just that couch cushions tend to be way too wide. So you just have to be careful there. So I'll show you what my bolster looks like, and then I will show you how to get into this version of child's pose. And just before I do it, invariably, I always end up crying when I do child's pose, because it is a very meditative pose, and it just takes us back to our inner child. So yeah, okay. So that said, 1 second and I will turn the camera around and get to showing you the pose. Okay, so here's the bolster. Basically, it's, kind of a cylindrical shape, and it's about the length of your entire body. So I'm just gonna lay this here. All right, so you want your pubic bone to be at the edge of the bolster. You can take your knees as wide as you can and just fold down on the bolster. You can take your time to do this. And rest your head to one side. Now I've got my arms, lengthened, but you do what feels best for you. And I don't care if your feet are close together, if they're wider apart, that doesn't matter. Not in this case. This pose, done in this way, it is a slight hip opener. So you may feel a little bit of stretch on the inner thigh, and that's okay. You should absolutely feel no pain. I'm just gonna stay here. Hope y'all don't mind. So, an important thing to note here is you really want to allow your whole body, from your pubic bone all the way up, your stomach especially, your chest, all the way up. You really want to allow your body to sink into the bolster. Allow it to support you, because it will support you. It will hold you. And that is such a beautiful feeling, to be held with so much love by such a simple, by such a simple prop. Yeah. Anyway, slowly bring yourself up, and that's basically it. Okay, so let me know what you thought of that. I just need to do something to get back into the practice of yoga. And so a friend suggested this. I had been thinking about doing this actually. And then a friend of mine suggested it, like she just got right into my brain waves and, just kind of reminded me like, hey, yeah, just do it. Just try it. So let me know what you think, and let me know if this is helpful. So there are so many yoga poses, and I obviously have a body that is not like bodies that you typically see on social media platforms doing yoga. So I'm challenging myself to put myself out there more. So here we go. Oh yes, and I did chop off my hair. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you soon.